Make sure you have a diaper on before watching this video. It has serious, scary stories. I was staying with some of my friends and we all fell asleep pretty late. Around 3 a.m., I woke up and I heard something that sounded unmistakably like kitchen cabinets opening and shutting. It was loud enough that I felt like I had to see what's going on. I didn't see anyone in the kitchen, so I assumed I was hearing things. Well, the next morning when I woke up, one of my friends was really upset and crying. She said that she woke up in the middle of the night and heard people talking in the kitchen saying, "We are not wanted here anymore. We aren't important." It was really scary. Number 4. One night, my brother, Dad, and I were sleeping, and we heard a giant crash in my kitchen. We all woke up and ran into the kitchen to see what happened. The chandelier had been ripped out of the ceiling as if someone had yanked it off. It didn't look like it just fell because the chain was completely out of the ceiling. It was super crazy, thinking about it. Maybe it was just sea eyes swinging on my chandelier. Number 3. My friends were sleeping over, and just as a joke, someone said Bloody Mary in front of the mirror in my basement. Nothing happened, so we all went to sleep. Then at about 2 a.m., I woke up, and it sounded like someone was pacing on the other side of the wall, in the unfinished part of the basement. I looked around and realized the sound had woken up several of my friends, so I asked if anyone wanted to check it out. Everyone was so afraid, so we tried to ignore it until slowly we fell back to sleep. In the light of the day, everything seemed fine again, and we didn't think anything of it. Until several days later, I was scrolling through old pictures on my camera roll when I saw a picture I definitely did not take. It was of my friend who did Bloody Mary, and the photo was of her staring into the mirror she did it in. The picture was in a really dark filter. I immediately talked to all my friends who were over that night, and everyone swore they didn't take it. So, who did? Number 2. I have motion detectors in my house, and one day I was walking to my dad's girlfriend's house, and my burglar alarm went off. The police came to my house to find out that my dad's motion detector went off in his room when no one was there. My dad thought it was a defect, so he had the alarm system replaced. A few days later, the motion detector went off in his room again, so he replaced it one more time. And when it happened again, we gave up and thought it was probably my mom, who passed away when I was younger, haunting us because everyone hated my dad's new GF. It was probably a sign. Number 1. I was at Barnes & Noble about 3 years ago. It was October, so they had a table with ghost books on display. I was curious, so I walked over and started looking at the book. The book had a picture of a real ghost captured. I was fascinated by it. At the same time, I was looking at the book. My ring started to heat up and then shattered, falling onto the table. I was freaked out. I touched the broken pieces, and they were cold as ice.